ProsChristian Podcast.
You really want to have that in there?
So you don't want to talk about porn?
No.
Porn addiction. Do I?
You have a porn addiction?
I don't. Yeah,
Oh.
God saved me from that, you know.
Yeah.
But in one point, everyone went through it, you know.
You really want to talk about... You're probably recording right now.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, everyone's recording.
Andrew, tell us.
Yeah, tell us about
Tell
your
us what?
addiction.
Yeah.
We know it.
Because
It's not
know.
a secret. We can see it by the face expression. Andrew.
Oh my
Remember what I
gosh.
said that one time? The last.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about it?
But it's a serious topic, though.
No.
I mean, I'm not the one
Uh,
holding on to
we
people's
talked, like,
stories.
For how long?
Huh?
We were doing the podcast yesterday, and we talked for like 3 hours about all
3
this stuff.
hours?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like how it
How it
like,
affects
how
your
it
daily
affects
life. And
and,
how,
like-
like, even after
No,
you think you're good, even after you're free from it, it still comes up.
yeah, it all comes into you have to kill your flesh
Yeah.
daily.
Wait, we were talking about Paul,
Yeah,
right? How he
yeah.
said you have to crucify your flesh daily, kill your flesh daily.
Yeah.
It's not a thing that it's not like a battle, you know? You win it once and then you're good. It's a war.
Yeah.
You have to keep fighting it and fighting it. And remember we talked about the way you fight it? You don't fight it by going to fight it.
Yep.
You fight it by staying away.
Yeah. Bro, there's actually, I think, studying. So 95% of guys watch
Mhm.
porn.
95%. Is that
95%
including church people and
I
everything?
think that probably that's people in general.
of people in general. So those 5 people probably that go to church and they got free, you know. But 95%. Like, I was amazed. Yeah, I was back in, like, because usually when you addicted, you think that everyone else is addicted too. When you're free,
You
back
think
in
that
your head, you
everyone
think,
else
yes,
is free.
it's free. It's
Yeah.
so weird. Like, nowadays, when you're like, okay, you know, when you like, it was a big fight for me, bro. Like, I thought, when I was like 14, from before even I started, it was such a big deal for me not to watch it, you know. I was like, fudge, I can't. And I don't even remember how I broke the, like,
Broke the chain.
broke the, no, it's not actually
I mean,
chained.
build the chain.
up, you know?
Literally.
Yeah. But it was some kind of, I remember I was so like scared. Oh my gosh, I sinned. It was, because it's not even like about sinning, because you know, oh, now I'm addicted, you know,
Yeah, it's
from the first time.
It's more about like the guilt that you
Yeah.
feel after.
Yeah, but
And
you
the
know, you
problem is
did it,
that-
now you're addicted.
Yeah.
And the problem is that guilt, it flows into your relationship with God, because then you feel too
Yeah.
guilty to talk to God and to ask Him for help in it, you know?
Yeah, and then you're like, I can't do ministry, I
Yeah.
can't do anything because like I'm so bad. But then you realize that like 90% of the guys that doing ministry with you is like are addicted to
Struggling with it.
with the same thing, because nobody's talking about it. That's the problem. Who's talking about porn in church, you know? Like sometimes when you go to conference and some guy decides to talk about it, but sexual stuff is like, I think it's like 50% of every person's like personality, you know? Like it's like the
What do you
thing
mean by
that
that? Like
you
a driving
think
factor?
about, you know, not even like, it's just like most of your thoughts are like, you know, oh, I want to get married, I want to have a
Oh,
relationship,
well,
I want to
yeah.
have love, I want to
Yeah.
have sex, you know, like
That's true.
like any person, you know. And we don't talk about it because it's apparently like so funny how devil made it such a big deal for the church. It's like it's something scary, something like it's you're not feeling comfortable to talk about, you know. And like, what the heck, sex is a beautiful thing that God created.
In its own timing.
Yes,
In its-
in its
in
own
its own
timing.
time.
Yes, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. But like, but the church is so like, you know, pushed away from this topic, you know, for some reason, and that's when we never talk about it. Yeah. Interesting
Yeah.
team topic. Hey,
Andrew, hey, while we're on this topic, could you turn on Nazar's camera? Nazar's camera turned off.
how did it turn off? Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, but like, it's okay. Technical difficulties, it happens.
Yeah.
But you know, okay, you told me the story yesterday, and I could say it, but I like the way you explained it about the shark in the water.
Oh yeah.
How do you honestly? Because a lot of people, they struggle with porn by thinking, "I'm good," you know. They're
Yeah.
thinking like, "Oh, I can fight it by myself," But I remember Vlad Savchuk, he was like one of the guys that actually talked about porn. He was like, you don't fight porn by fighting it. You fight
Yeah,
it by,
by running from it.
away from it.
Yeah. You will always lose this fight.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. Like I told you yesterday about the shark thing. So pretty much, if you would catch a shark and put it on the ground, the shark is like
Pretty useless.
yes,
It can't do much.
it can't do much against you, you know. But if you jump into the water filled with sharks,
Mhm.
you're dead, you know. So pretty much, it's all about the atmosphere, you know. If you go on internet, know that there's a lot of sharks there, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of good stuff too. There's a bunch of like good fish, you know.
Yeah.
But mostly there are a bunch of sharks too. And you know that you're in the bad atmosphere, in the atmosphere where devil works.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you know you're kind of like sensitive to this right now in this evening, or like you're hecka sensitive in this season of your life, just don't go on the internet. That's it.
Straight up.
Like,
We talked
yeah.
about it yesterday. Like, if things on Instagram or YouTube like kind of get you into a place to where you have to, where the porn battle comes up, don't go on Instagram or
Yeah.
YouTube for that
Yeah.
time.
Don't
Don't go on it.
I
Simple
think-
as that.
I think that another problem is that a bunch of people teach you, Christian teachers. They teach you like, oh, get closer to God, you know, like it will all go away. Yes, it will go away. But if you don't kill your flesh daily, it will come back.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Like I see myself like I'm close with God. I'm spending heck of time with Him, and I love my room, like my private room, and I can pray, worship Him, and like connect with Him. You know, it's like even like I feel Him. You know.
Yeah.
But still, when next day you wake up and, wow, I have these thoughts, you know, like, what the heck? Like, but I'm close with God. What the heck, you know? And that's what Paul says, like, bro, this flesh, you have it. Like, I believe he talked about flesh when he told the church that he asked God 3 times to take away his...
The thorn in his
the
side.
thorn, yes.
Yeah.
And I think he's talking about the flesh. Like, honestly, that's my thoughts.
I think I was talking to I remember one of our leaders was talking about how like the thorn of his side is a remembrance and that we need that daily relationship with Him. We need to kill our flesh daily, because if we didn't have that thorn on our side,
Yeah.
then we would be like, oh, I don't need this anymore.
We think
Or
we're
like
good
I
by
don't
ourselves.
I don't need God anymore because there's nothing hindering me. There's nothing to
yeah,
fight
you're
against.
holy enough to
Yeah,
get to
exactly.
heaven without God,
Yeah.
you know, without Jesus' blood, you
And
know.
so yeah, in one sense, it's like it hurts, the thorn on your side. Of course, it's painful, but in another sense, it's gonna be helpful for you to keep that relationship going.
Yes, plus it's the thing that we got from Adam and Eve, you know, flesh.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
sin physically
Yeah.
went like inside of us, you know,
Yeah.
and it's like,
Because we had a clean world, but now our nature is
Yeah.
sinful.
yeah. Plus
Yes,
there's so
yeah.
much of this stuff out there.
It's everywhere.
It's
There's
everywhere.
not a place you can't look. YouTube,
Yeah.
you know, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, wherever
Remember-
you go.
Even when you told me yesterday, like when you go sometimes, you know, like you're just watching like memes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there's like a literal sexual thing pops up and you're like, whoa, you know?
And you're not even looking for it. You're not looking for it,
Yeah.
but it pops up,
Yeah.
you know? And it like clings on to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you have to be careful. Like that's why you have to, like, don't fight it, run away from it. Like that's the thing. Like, why do you have to fight it
Yeah.
in
I
the
mean,
first
the
place?
thing is, if there's a shark in the water, why would you try to fight
Jump
it or
it, yeah.
swim
Why
around?
you jump in? You know?
You just get out of the water, get out
Yeah.
of that place, you know?
Yeah.
I think like a lot of people, there's a difference between your flesh, like your desires, and your body, and people always try to combine them, but it's not like you're not supposed to combine it. It's two separate
It
things you
is.
have to deal with. Like your body, you're meant to use to bring out the kingdom of God. Your flesh is what you have to kill daily, and
Yes.
people are like, oh, my body, I need to like get away from my body. No, you have to.
You have to live in it.
Yeah.
It's a temple of God.
It's
Exactly.
literally the temple of God.
Exactly.
How are you going to leave the temple
Yeah.
of God?
Yeah.
The body doesn't do anything to you. The
Yeah.
flesh makes
Yeah.
you sin. The flesh. People think the flesh and body is the same thing. Nope. The body
Yeah.
is the temple of God.
And I have to always correct people with this because they always try to they're not interchangeable. They always try to switch like, oh, my body, like my bodily desires. No, your bodily desires are to feed yourself
Yes.
and to drink water, to
Yes.
keep yourself healthy, to sleep.
Uh,
But your fleshly desires are like your, sinful desires.
the monks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back in the days, they used to cut themselves, like go to the forest, they live by themselves, like in miserable lives.
Mhm.
They would hit themselves with
Yeah.
like ropes and stuff to try to kill their flesh.
Yeah.
Like it's so like
Like the
nowadays
thing
when
is,
you
they
actually
compared the body
yes
to the
exactly.
and
flesh.
you look
Yeah.
you're still beating your flesh up, but your flesh your body but your flesh doesn't change. It still wants the sinful
Yeah.
things, you know.
Exactly.
And like what the heck.
Yeah, and all these like, all like the Roman Catholics, they were really big believers in this. Where like they would, like the whole like purgatory thing, where it's like you have to, punish yourself, or like God punishes you before you go to heaven.
Some of them
that's
cut
not
off
how
their
it works.
tongues, cut off their organs.
Yeah,
Like-
exactly.
Wow.
The one homie, like Martin Luther,
Yeah.
the one with the 95 Thesis, like he was literally in the middle of beating himself when he realized this is dumb. Like there's no point for this. This is
Can you
stupid.
imagine like beating yourself? Man, I'm dumb.
Yeah, it's like why am I doing? And he kept doing it until like
Wait,
after
did
he
you say
realized.
Martin Luther King Jr.?
No, Martin Luther.
Hey, but did you know Martin Luther King Jr.? I heard a story that he did the same thing, and he went on a walk like without food and water, and halfway through he's like, "Why the heck am I doing this? This isn't helping me
Pretty
find
much.
a relationship with God."
This is another topic because a lot of people try to kill sin by fasting.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
hey, fast not meant for that.
Yeah.
Like fasting doesn't kill your sinful desires.
It just
Like
brings.
it's the whole different
Yeah.
topic. You read the Bible, like what the heck? Some people like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. Getting back to who are you talking about?
Martin Luther. He was like the mid 1600s. You know, the
Oh.
Lutheran Church.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started that, like the 95 Thesis. He like put them on the church. But yeah, like he was one of the main. He started the Reformation basically in Germany.
In the 1600s.
Yeah, around there. So, or no, it might have been even I don't remember,
So
but
basically,
it was a long time ago.
he realized that you can't kill your flesh by
Yeah,
beating up your body.
Exactly. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, and he put up 95 points on why, like, this is incorrect. Like this, like you shouldn't be doing this, and like, it was a Reformation. That's like the start of the Protestant movement, which is interesting.
Yeah, you know what? I think the biggest problem is that we never talk about it. Like for me, I was comfortable enough to talk about it like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, like I remember we sat in the car. Remember, Max?
That was like the
We-
first time
we
I've
we
ever
opened
said
up
it.
to each other. Yeah,
Yeah.
like and we just like, hey, bro, I'm struggling.
But
like
the thing
with
is,
this,
it was
with
such encouragement.
Yeah, yeah.
It was so encouraging. Like, hey, I'm struggling.
Hey,
you're
because
struggling.
we're fighting two of us now,
Yeah.
Same thing. It's a real fight. Like, what the heck? So like, I'm like, I really want to encourage all of the guys. Hey, guys, talk about it to each other. Even girls, like girls struggling with it too. Like a lot of girls, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, but mostly guys, and like, let's talk about it. Why don't you like?
We're not meant to fight this battle alone.
Yeah. It's something that like so powerful out there. Like the biggest devil's weapon, like that freaking like damages you so bad that you can't do ministry. You can't even pray to God because you feel guilty right away, not worthy enough to talk to him. But that's the thing. Like go to him right away because he has all the weapons to fight back, And yeah, big topic.
It is.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
basically, I mean, sum it all up. Don't hide it.
Don't.
Yeah.
Also, don't go to the public shouting out, "Hey, I'm addicted to this," but go to someone you trust.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
like
Yeah.
mostly like confess to each other,
Yeah.
confess your sins. There's like Bible's talking about it. Some maybe there is a reason for it.
Well, you know, the thing is, there is, because I was reading recently in the Old Testament. I think it was Psalms. It says that come to me and tell me, so that you don't go out and shout on the rooftops.
Yes. Yeah.
Like literally, it was so interesting because I never read it before. But it says like, come and talk to me about your problems, so that you don't go to the rooftops and shout your problems.
Yeah.
You have someone to talk to.
Yeah. Interesting thing that God actually can help you with addictions, like to get free. Because like how I was like actually how I've how do you say it?
How you were freed.
Yes, from it. It was like one morning I woke up and I was like, Jesus, I'm a better die. Like, but it was like I had those morning before, like I want to change so bad that I'm just not gonna wake up and get up out of my bed if you don't change me. you know. Next morning I wake up and like, boom, I'm free. So
Mhm.
weird. And I was like straight up free, you know. But next part I had to keep it, you know. So yeah, I kept it, and yeah, there was like bunch of fights like that, like, you know, it always comes back.
It's a
But
daily fight.
I would
Yeah.
never come to porn. I would rather like stay with pray, you know, and just fight it. Like, I would never go on the internet. Even sometimes I would watch a movie and I saw like any sexual scene, any like little sexual scene, turn off the movie, and so I'll never watch it again, you know, because you never know. Like, it's so
Mhm.
funny because devil trying so hard to get you back.
And he uses
It's like,
everything.
and you can actually
music,
see it. Yes.
music videos,
Anything.
movies,
Yeah.
books,
Yeah.
there's literally anything. He can
Anything.
get you through anything, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, be careful. Be careful. Confess to each other. Pray about it. Ask God to set you free. But the biggest thing is don't try to fight it.
Yeah.
Try to run away from the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the whole, like, our church is supposed to be like a family where we're
Yeah.
supposed to be comfortable.
It's, talk about. It's a
to
spiritual
talk
thing.
about. Exactly.
And church is a spiritual
Spiritual hospital.
hospital.
Yeah, and how are you like supposed to be? How are you supposed to have unity if you can't talk to each other about
Yes.
daily issues that you
Yes.
have? So
Like
yeah.
hospital has those specific
There's specific centers, you know.
for
There's like a burn
specific
center.
organs.
Exactly.
There's
you
a
know?
neuro center. There's a
Yes.
heart center. There's a baby center. There's an adult center. There's everything.
Yes.
Same
And
with
there is
church.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah, center that are responsible for specific organs, you know.
Yeah.
And I think same thing has the
Yeah,
church has
yeah.
to have the
People-
same thing, you know, so
'cause-
I can come and be free, feel free to talk about
Yeah.
it, you know.
because we're a body and each part
Yeah.
has like an individual purpose and an individual like reason why they're there.
Yeah.
And just as a hospital, it's like everyone has a grace that they're working in. Everyone has like something they're gifted in that someone else might not be gifted as gifted in, and so they use that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, it's been 17 minutes. We were supposed to make it 15, but it's a great
Okay,
topic.
Yeah.
People need to hear this.
Yeah. See you next time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.